So it's great for documenting Metamorphosis today on Friday the 5th day of April. A bit of a good vibe apparently, where the sun and the North Node align. Don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean. But yeah, I just know that something good is gonna happen. It's Utah Saints song, Something Good. Got my book here, just been to see John. So I got my writing, spontaneously self-becoming success in every way. Still need to find something better to write. I don't know why I can't just do what I'm told. Yeah. So anyway, the service station here, so pulling out. Now, John said to me the other day, I've got, I'm not going on two different things. John said to me the other day, for the third time, this thing about his uncle dying testing Lancaster bombers in World War II when he was 19 years old. And so, long story short, John's talking about this thing about being the unlived enemy of the unlived energy of his uncle. And that's kind of a pretty big thing, you know. And so he put it to me. He said that Jackie said to him that the only person with more energy than him that she's ever seen in life at a young age of 81 years, the only person who she's ever seen that has more energy than John is me. And that's quite profound. And so John's saying, it's the third time he said it to me. It's Friday today, he said it to me last Sunday. Took me aside to say, like, he's got something really important to say. So I sat down and he spoke about it very seriously. He'd spoken about it in the past twice before, and had spoken about it and kind of mentioned that I should look at something like that as well. But then he sat me down last Sunday and was real serious about it. So yeah, I've really been taking that on board. And the thing is, I'm number 8 out of 10 births that my mother delivered. So my mother gave birth 10 times, and I'm the 8th one. So my youngest sister was a twin, and I was so young, I don't remember, I don't have any awareness. I've got this one memory, two flashes of memories. And so it turns out that my youngest sister wasn't stillborn, she was alive for a little bit and then she died. Must have been harrowing for my mother. Must have been harrowing for my sister. I feel like there certainly could be something there with like what John's saying, because my younger sister died at birth, and so my younger sister, who's alive, then, you know, let's face it, we had a horrible childhood. I had a horrible childhood due to my older siblings and my school and people around me, and even with my father. It was horrible. That's what the word is, horrible. Yeah, horror. But then we were very blessed at the same time. And I'm very grateful for all of that. I don't know if the rest of my family feels that gratitude or perspective for all that kind of stuff. So with everything else that's going on for my younger sister, I don't know if this has ever been a thing for her to ever look at. And it may be left to me, like what John's saying is, you know, it's kind of imparted to oneself. And if oneself doesn't do something about it, then it'll be imparted to another at some point. So if I don't do something about it, it could be imparted to my son or to my nephew. I have a nephew born last week. My brother's not talking to me. Thank fuck. Yeah, thank fuck. No, I'm not really like thank fuck, because these days I'll just tell him to fuck off. If he wants to bring that kind of energy to my life that he used to bring, that I just always put up with. But yeah, you know, so that's the kind of thing, without talking any more about that, there are creases there. You know, there are creases there with my brother in a relationship that he does not have with him, that he does not have with me. And it's like he will never talk to me again for the rest of his life. He will never talk to me again for the rest of his life because of me being abusive, apparently. Well, that doesn't fucking bother me at all. However, there is something there that if I don't deal with this, then I think maybe my son or my brother's children would be the one that would have to deal with it. So this is all just a metaphor, okay? It doesn't actually exist necessarily, but it's a very interesting metaphor to play around with and to practice that willingness to reconsider. I feel there's a significant amount of power that goes with all of that. So I am embodying a lot about all of this performing arts, and I have really been taking stock this week, and especially this morning, about how far I've come and where I've come from and where I'm at and where I might be going, and feeling really clear and grounded and centered in myself. And that's a massive thing, to feel comfortable with all of that as well, you see, because I haven't felt comfortable my whole life. That's why it's such a massive thing. That's why it's such a pertinent and profound thing. It's the thing, you know, because I've not felt comfortable my whole life. And I'll just spend some time with John and talking about that and expressing that gratitude, but just like also not even expressing gratitude, just being really clear. You know, like I've been through so much in my life, but it's only now, after having let myself go and become a bit of a kind of thing, you know, and let myself go and really like let myself go, and just being the artist and being the piece of art, or being the artistic expression, that I'm not trying to fit here, trying to fit there. I don't give a fuck what I look like. I don't give a fuck what my hair's like. I don't care what clothing I'm wearing or whether I've changed my clothes for a specific thing. I look better dressing down than what most people look when they're dressing up. And it's all because I'm so natural with it. And there's a few different factors that have brought me to this point of feeling so natural with it. But the credit goes, above all, goes to a couple of lovers. Who just appreciated me for who I was, or really appreciate certain aspects for who I was, or who I am, or who I was. But then I can expend that to other people. But, you know, it comes down to John and Jackie, because I've gone and presented myself in all kinds of ways, and they just look at me and they're just so experienced. They've got so much experience. They're so accomplished. They've got so much experience. They've seen so much, and they're so young. I mean, John's 72, so I thought Jackie must have been something like, 67 or something like that. Turns out she's 81. I mean, my God. I know some other people around that age group, and they're doing really well for their age. But yeah, like Jackie's really doing very well. She's incredibly fit. She's an absolute master. She's an absolute genius. And she's very young. It means so much to me to just have a mentor again, and I've got two mentors that are the same person. Essentially, they're incredible. They really are incredible, and it's a real personal level thing, like connecting on a personal level, on a personal scale kind of thing. And then there's this whole other thing about what they're passing on to me is incredibly valuable, and I am monumentally privileged and graced to be able to participate in this training. On the bones of my ass, got this had to ring up this employment agency, and I got this manager, whose name's Emma, and she's fucking incompetent. I don't know what the hell she gets paid to do. But anyway, she transferred me to Anna, and she said, participants are on the loan. And like, oh, great, what's her name? Anna answers the phone, one woman I want to talk to, she's all very professional, and the other woman, Emma, is like, he'll identify. So she gets off the phone and I go, thank you, Emma, yes. There's participant here, 40229731L. And I'm this number in this system and blah 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 and all of that, and I was just able to play a particular game with her as this participant, you see, because I'm a participant. I will participate. I'll participate in life. I'll participate in the creative process and the artistic artifice of life. I'm going to have a meeting now with some pretty out there characters that this one woman must really see something. This is a 77-year-old woman. Must really see something in me. And I saw something in her. I offered her a dog straight away. And now I'm going to have a meeting with her. I'm just taking stock of the fact that there's all these old people that are really starting to offer me something, because they perceive that I'm in a position where I will be able to receive what they're offering and take that as a legacy even, and do something with it. So I'm just taking stock of that now whilst I'm filming this, and that's quite a profound what this is about is having to take this idea that I am carrying the unlived energy from my baby sister, from my infant sister who died at birth. That's a pretty big deal. And so as I take that, I really see a lot about how I just give everything. I give so much. And I feel that there quite easily could be something there with this unlived energy thing from my young sister, and either as a metaphor or as a practical, actual thing. And I'm gonna pull up here so I can end this recording. And I feel like there's been a lot with that, like it's all live or die, you know, and even thinking so much like, why am I alive? What am I living for? What am I not living for? What is this about? I feel there's an incredible amount of grace that's been provided to me in my entire life, but I need to step up to something else. And let's say that I need to step up to the fact that I'm carrying my younger sister's unlived energy, and I need to fucking honor that and get with the program. Yeah. I think I'll wrap it up there. Much love, Uru.